This is Dave with Frying Bacon Studios and another Game Salad tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you and explaining to you what real attributes are and why we use them over other kinds of attributes. So let's go ahead and preview this demo project I've got that will show you what's going on. If you look over here, I'm having my mouse position charted to this display text behavior. It's giving me the exact position of my mouse in relationship to the X on the screen. Now, as you can see, the exact position of my mouse is not always in whole numbers. There is a decimal place with tens, hundreds, and thousands at the end. This is the difference between a real attribute, which you see here, and an integer attribute, which you see here. A real attribute gives us the places of the decimal point. The integer attribute rounds everything up to the closest whole number, so we don't get the decimal places in an integer attribute. Now, what I've got right now is this car reporting to these two game level attributes that are being displayed to a display text. So in the real attribute, this is the car's real position, 141.102. The integer is only going to give us the 141, so it's an estimated position. It's not the real position of the car. So as you can see, if I wanted to grab this car and move it with my mouse, if I were allowing this to be controlled by the integer position, it would actually skip and hiccup, and there'd be slight variations in it, in the code, as it keeps jumping up to the nearest whole number and not actually tracking the decimal places. As you can see, the real attribute is tracking in sync with my mouse position. So now let's go and look at one more interesting thing about the real attribute versus the integer attribute in relationship to Game Salad code. And one of the ways we're going to do that is we're going to actually look at the attributes that are built into Game Salad. So if we come down here to the position of the car, we're going to see that the X and Y positions are natively real attributes in Game Salad. That means that initially these positions are being recorded to the real attributes in the Game Salad program. To really optimize your code in a good way, you need to match attributes up style for style or type for type. Now you can, as I saw, intermatch certain kinds of attributes, but I wouldn't recommend this, as when you're really trying to optimize your code, it's always best to have a certain type of attribute reporting to the identical type of attribute in Game Salad. This could lead to potential crashes, potential problems, and hiccup, and it's not really a great way to really optimize your code to get the best performance out of your project. So as you can see as well, all these other attributes are specific types of attributes all the way through. So it's good to make sure that you're matching your attributes, whether it's through a table that you're putting things to or from attributes that are already set up in Game Salad that you have reporting to game level attributes in Game Salad, that these match up in type. Now, if you want to use a real attribute and you don't want the decimal places, you can always go ahead and use the floor function in the expression editor, as you see here. There are other videos on how to use the floor function, and I'm not going to explain it here, but this will take a real attribute and round it off to the nearest whole number. It's a great way to use whole numbers and keep your attributes matched in type in Game Salad. So I hope this helps you understand why we use real attributes instead of integer attributes in Game Salad, the importance of attribute matching to make your code highly optimized and to avoid glitches and lag and other things that can develop in your game. This is Dave with Frying Bacon Studios, and I'll see you in the next video.